there we have it. It's St. Patrick's Day morning, and I'm leaving Vancouver and leaving everything I've known for the last time and heading south. Oh, one life is over and another one's just beginning. You probably can't see this because it's so dark, but came down to Vancouver and did a bunch of laundry and got a bunch of stuff from Amazon that I needed, like a jackery and the solar panels and some, a lockbox for under the Jeep seat, things like that. I don't do maintenance videos. If you want to know how to put eyelashes on your headlights, you're on the wrong YouTube channel. So now I'm going to cruise down the Columbia River on the Oregon side. That's Highway 84. And I'm just now, sun's about 20 minutes from rising, so we'll see how far south we can get. I'll report back in. Well, say goodbye to Mount Hood. Heading through Oregon. Sunrise. Good Lord, that mountain is beautiful this morning. This is Bridal Veil, Oregon. And we're barely east of Portland, not that far at all. But this is probably my last chance. Here, let me turn you around. Having grown up in the Pacific Northwest, my whole life has been about dug fir forests and mud and ferns and that kind of wheeling. And now we're starting to get east. As we get further east and away from the Cascade Mountains, it's going to get even worse. So anyway, saying goodbye to everything on new and starting something new. Bridal Veil Falls, or Bridal Veil, Oregon.
Proceed to the route. Proceed to the route. Proceed to the route.
We screwed up. Now I've been to Multnomah Falls many times. This isn't like, I'm not out of my own backyard completely yet. But that being said, I figured it's a tourist thing and it's beautiful, so I figured I'd show people. But I tell you what, they making me turn around. There's construction going on everywhere. So anyway, we're just pulling in the parking lot of the historic Multnomah Falls. And oh, shut up, Scarlett. And even though Multnomah Falls is a naturally occurring waterfall, it has been touristed to the point where, here, let me turn you guys around and show you. But yeah, that's Multnomah Falls that everybody talks about. It is beautiful. People get married on the bridge. People have their ashes thrown off of this thing. Well, not from the top. I'll show you. But the thing that really got me crazy today is check this out. How in the hell can you close a waterfall? The waterfall is closed. The parking lot is roped off. There's nobody here. I don't even know if I'm gonna get in trouble yet for even being here. But anyway, there it is in all its glory. Oh, there are people here. Good. I'm too fat and lazy, and I'm not making that climb up to that bridge. Besides, I've been here before. But this is probably the last stop. Anything east of here. I've been to Lewiston, Idaho. My grandpa was there. We spent a lot of time in Lewiston. But as far as you know, like my patch of the world, this is pretty much the easternmost boundaries. We're starting to see a lot more redwood and spruce, not so many Doug fir. Good Lord, it's beautiful. Anyway, see you down the road. Now that we're nearing the east side of the Cascades, that's it for Doug fir trees. All my ferns and mud are gonna be, now we're getting into the scrub brush. We're still green, but it's getting more and more brown. This is such beautiful country along in through here. This is the Oregon side of the Columbia River. We're coming from Portland to the Dalles. Where have all the forests gone? We are definitely east of the Cascades now. We are definitely not near home. I am finally out on my own doing my thing. So yeah, we're headed, what are we headed? We're headed south. Headed south along the Columbia River. Almost to the tail end of Oregon now. There's the Columbia down there. Well, we left the forest a while ago, went over the Cascades, watched the cedar trees and the Doug fir and the mud fade away to spruce, and then now it's pretty much scrub brush. But right here is the easternmost portion of the Columbia River. Being a big ship repair guy, this is the last time I'm going to see a big water for a while, I think. But yeah. Anyway, time to go to the desert. Chauncey Bear reporting in. We are in Pendleton, Oregon. Good Lord, it is nice. American flags flying everywhere, country music, people that have rarely seen an ocean. Just good old rural America. folks have to use their Jake brakes and try not to overheat and keep their load kind of slow going down this hill. But being I have the aerodynamics worse than a cow, I just coast right down and the wind stops me from going too crazy, and it's just away we go. Saucy bear! Eastern Oregon. Isn't it beautiful? Folks, I'm going to try to push on to Moab. I don't know. I'm just now outside of Twin Falls, Idaho. So that's a pretty long push. See how it goes. Well, good morning from Twin Falls, Idaho. Made it in about 9 o'clock last night. It's about 5 in the morning. And it's time to go to Moab. So let's see how the day goes. Okay, we are at the gas station in Twin Falls, Idaho. It's like 5 in the damn morning, but hey, we're headed out to Utah now and off to Moab. Bucket list, here we come. Well, the sun's coming up, and I don't know if you can see the sign that well, but I'm at the Idaho-Utah border. I have never been to Utah before, never been here. Sun's just coming up over the horizon. We'll be in Moab at noon. All right, Saucy Bear, signing off. We are just into Utah over the Idaho border. The sun's coming up and we are Moab bound. Look at this wide open, vast country. I am beginning to, oh, look at that, snow-capped mountains. Oh, I'm beginning to love my country again. Just south of Logan, Utah, right in the shadow of these big-ass mountains. What a nice traffic jam. This must be what Salt Lake City considers commute hour. Nice snow-capped mountains. 55 degrees, bright blue sky. I don't care if traffic ever moves. So my first impressions of Utah, let's see. There's probably a dozen radio stations, all Christian. So, you know, praise God. This traffic could be a lot worse if they drove like people on the coast. But people actually, look at this. They put gaps between the vehicles. They go slow. They let people merge. Not everybody seems like they're out for themselves. So far I'm suitably impressed. And that view, I mean, if you're in a bad mood and frustrated at traffic, all you gotta do is look out your windshield. Just takes the fight right out of you. Yeah. So anyway, we are Salt Lake City. I mean, smack in the middle of it all. Moab is down that way. A few more hours. The Googles is telling me sometime a little after noon. So we'll see how it goes. All right, Shaw's Bear boarding in. Well, we've just made the corner onto Spanish Fork. So now we are officially headed to Moab.
Continue straight.
Going to Moab. Bucket list. Item number 1. Here we go. We definitely don't have anything like that back home. Boy, I told you, I thought I was gonna miss the mountains, but look at, they still got snow on top of stuff over here. I tell you, no trees, but mountains. Beautiful mountains. We don't have those back home. Price Canyon Recreation Area is about 5 miles back that way. Look at this geology. What a beautiful country we live in. Hoorah! People got out more, got on the road more. See, I don't think there'd be half the divisions in this country that they try to make us think there are. There's a wide open land full of all kinds of crazy bastards. Even me. Okay, we're pretty close to Moab now. Wow, it's like we're in the bottom of this really big valley. I am very excited to get my life started. Well, 29 miles to go till Moab, so I figured I'd stop for lunch. Not a bad place to eat lunch. Well, we're 4 miles from Moab. We just passed the infamous Potash Road. We'll be seeing more of Potash Road. I'm going to be headed back there. That's a bucket list thing. time to get some food. We are parked in Moab, Utah. I'm here for the next 2 days. So I'm going to go have some pasta and get in out of this heat. It's only 75, but when you come from Seattle at this time of year, good Lord. All right. Potash Road, Moab, Utah. Scratch this one off the bucket list. Why? I see why people come here. Good Lord, just beautiful country. Potash Road. Check back in later. Okay, signs and petroglyphs. I haven't seen any of those before. Better stop for that. Potash Road. About 3 or 4 miles in. Well, it's getting real now. I just crawled up my first rock. This stuff be crazy. That's the Colorado River over there. Well, good morning. This is well, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. The sun's coming up over the mesas. Trying to get out of Potash Road, but I'm gonna have to go have my shocks looked at. I'm bouncing way more than I should be. On the road. So we're on the road from Moab to Sand Hollow. No better way to start a YouTube channel than a shameless leap from people with a lot of subscribers. So yeah, there's not much out here, but it's beautiful. But in a desolate kind of way.